Hello, and welcome to my slightly dysfunctional kitchen. I have done several things to it, but the layout is just not exactly how I want it, so it is what it is. But that's okay. We make it work. So I have a little bit of wine, and I'm going to meal prep. I have 2 different dishes that I'm doing that are crazy easy, really good, and I mean somewhat nutritious, but most importantly, very easy. I just realized they gave me the chicken tenders and not the meatballs when I picked up my order today. That's okay. I had a backup plan. Okay, that's okay. They had been out of the Gardein meatballs the last 3 times I have tried to pick up groceries. And I saw that Beyond Meat now has meatballs in store. There's 12. And honestly, I usually only add 1 bag of meatballs to the meal that I'm cooking, and there's only like 9 or 10 in 1 bag, and there's 12. So we might even be having a little bit more meatballs in our spaghetti squash and meatless meatballs. So, and the Beyond Meat I think is my preferred over like Impossible for my fake meat options. Okay, so we're gonna leave this in the fridge because the first thing I'm gonna do is chop up. See if I can get you relatively. I don't know how people set these up. Blah. Should I have cut yourself open a spaghetti squash. So we'll see if this stays in, because this is actually pretty, like, tough. I'm also preheating my oven. I've got a convection oven, so I have it converted to convect at 400 degrees Fahrenheit, which is normally like 425 regular oven. Because these are going to go in there and they're going to go for like 40 minutes, 45, until you can get your fork in there and it's nice and tender. I also have a pan of brown rice cooking. Well, not cooking, but it's just starting to boil, so I'll get it down to a simmer, put the lid on, and that will be on for like 50 minutes. So that's a while. So since those take a little bit, I've got those already starting up. Woo! Got it. And it actually smells like a pumpkin. It looks like a pumpkin. Oops. Alright, and then we're gonna scoop these guys out. Don't need little entrails. Oh, you definitely can't see that. That's fun. Sorry. Scoopa. I don't know. I'm sure you could do something with these seeds. I've never done anything with these seeds. I'm just gonna scoop these in the garbage. 1/2 scooped. Other half scooped. So I'll put these on the tray, or pan, or whatever. Of course, I did the smaller one first. Shit. Yeah. Okay, so got them on my pan. I just have a little silicone mat here. I'm just going to take olive oil. And kind of coat that. And then I'm just going to salt, Okay, then these are just gonna go in the oven, and they're gonna go for 45 minutes, and I'll check the rice at the end of the time when they're done as well. And then we'll be on to the second step of these meals. So these guys were in the oven for 40 minutes, and I've let them cool. I found that if you let them cool a little bit, like they're still warm, but then the shredding process is a little bit easier. And so I did 2 already, and I don't know why. This is just so much fun, just to start scraping and creating like little noodles. And it's cool because you can kind of see where you cut. Like they almost look like pores almost. But you can see like the tops of the noodle type things, the fibers. And then the rice is done. I just kept it covered but took it off the heat. And I'm just setting that aside. And I've gotten to the point a couple times with these that I can scrape these clean to where I just have the rind left. I just think this is so much fun and so interesting. Alright, so I'm going to finish this up. Off camera, just it's easier. A little bit of olive oil. Grab meatballs. Meatballs. Oh yes, that was my fridge. So we're gonna cook the meatballs first. I have never used the Beyond Meatballs. The Gardein meatballs seem to be a little bit more like pre-cooked than this. These seem more true to a like raw meat meatball. So I'm gonna actually, ooh, yeah, ooh. Smells good, I guess is what I'm saying. So we're gonna actually like saute them first in the pan. I'm gonna let that get a little hot first. And then last time I made this, which was just like last week, I wanted a little bit more sauce, so I opened this one up. So I'll probably use, I don't know why I always get the Newman Zone. He was just really hot. And like 100% of the profits go to charity, and they happen to be vegan recipes, so I've just used them. So I've got my sauce, and then I'll let this heat up, and once I put these in, I'll get the spinach ready. I'm just going to, I might even put like the rest of the spinach in the pan, because once I put the lid on and let it cook a little bit, it's going to become nothing. I mean, I don't know if, like, once it wilts, it loses like 98% of its volume. I don't understand spinach. I'm going to just dump them in, yes. Oh, this is a weird sensation. Heyo. Okay. These appear to be pre-seasoned, so I'm not going to add any salt and pepper to these guys. And we're going to let that cook. Okay. So normally with the Gardein meatballs, I'd cook them for just a couple minutes and then add the sauce and let them cook in the sauce. But these I definitely, now that I'm cooking them, see they need to be browned a little bit first. So I'm just going to give them like 5 more minutes on their own. And then I will add the sauce and probably just let that go for another 5 minutes. And then add the spinach. These 1 bottle of sauce, the already opened bottle of sauce is in there. Cooking a little bit. I'm just gonna dump all of this in there. Sometimes I cut this up, but this is a larger amount of spinach than I normally add because I just want to get rid of this. Not get rid of, I just want to use up this last container of spinach. Okay, so I just want to show you this. So just so you have an idea, this is how much spinach is in the pot. Okay, now I'm going to cover up, let that sit, and it's just spinach. Okay, all right, so after 4 minutes, that is bottom of the pan. That's how much the spinach wilted down to. And my Rocky is eating too. You want more food, babe? There we go. Here's my Rocky. Her food is up here, and their food is down there. Because she is a grazer, and they are, I will eat whatever is put in front of me immediately eaters. So they only just figured out how to jump onto the seat to get up here a little while ago, but they weren't able to for a long time. Okay, so now I'm going to start putting, I reduced the heat because I don't have to really cook anything anymore. And I'm going to start, oh, I already have a fork. Adding the spaghetti squash that I am just going to dump in there. I just think this is so cool. I know, I'm such a nerd. Just a little bit. So see, that was a good bake. I got pretty much everything off of that. Wow, that one just fell off. Just slid. Nice one. Glad I used the big pot. So now I need to mix this. Okay, so this is just the pile of spaghetti squash before I mix it up, and I'll add more sauce to it as well. And always cook meal preps when you have eaten. Because if you have not eaten and you're not planning on eating those meals that evening, then you're just gonna nibble on those meals. And then you're not gonna have very much left. All right, got my handy dandy glass containers. I literally cannot wait to go to bed. Woo! And then I will use the little thing. See if I can't move you down with me here. Hello again. And then we're gonna start dividing amongst themselves. Might even have gotten more out of this. I guess it kind of depends on the size of your spaghetti squash. I don't have enough meatballs for that. Oh, I think that's got a meatball. That one has a meatball. My goodness. This made so much more than it has. Well, maybe I'll surprise myself with meatballs. Wow. Then I will just let these cool and keep them in the fridge. Heat them back up when I need them. Bring them to work for lunch. And I have not gotten sick of this one, of this meal. Oh, cats are getting fed. And yes, I do have automatic feeders. If you don't, then you're the crazy one. But I was gonna say, oh, sometimes you get sick of something if you've had it, you know, for so long. And I've made this probably the past 3 weeks, maybe. I haven't gotten sick of it. The spaghetti squash noodles are so satisfying because they remain a little bit crunchy. I mean, red sauce, can't go wrong. And yeah, it's just good. And I think I'm really gonna like these meatballs. So that's round one, that's meal one. Like I said, I'm very tired. I'm gonna go to bed and then I'm gonna make I guess I didn't even say what I was gonna make. This one's the next one's a throw together type of thing that, whatever. I've got some tofu, brown rice, and I've got a couple things of baby bok choy left over. I'm gonna debate on what sauce to use. I think I have like a sweet and sour sauce that I can add on top. But I might even try to like air fry them, like toss them in some flour and air fry, and then just put some soy aminos. I mean, sometimes that's all I need. I don't need like a super thick sauce, but we'll see. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Hello, good morning. It is the next day. I still a little bit tired. I had a cup of coffee. Might have another cup of coffee. And I'm wanting to finish my food before my workout, just because I'll be super sweaty after. So I wanted to get this done. So these are my 4 containers with the rice. There's a little bit over a cup of rice in each of these. I always make too much rice. Cats. So I've got some that I have in a container that I can put something together as like a snack, or my husband can use. So yeah, now we're going to make the tofu dish, and I've got the oven preheating, so I'll get my bok choy ready. I'll get that cut up, and then I will get my tofu ready. I decided to, you might want to, I mean, you don't probably need to see my face, but I decided to cut them up, sprinkle in the brown rice flour, and put them in the air fryer. Ooh, crazy here, because I don't use a thing like at all. So I figured we might as well get some use out of it. So for the bok choy, I kind of, I really just cut off the ends and split them in half. And then I'll just put that on the roasting pan. Somebody's got the zoomies. Cause I don't know. I like how they look. And then again, they're just gonna get a little bit of the olive oil on top. And then some salt and pepper. And there we go. Okay, I'll wait until that's preheated. I'm just gonna drain my tofu here, so I'll do that real quick. Okay. I'm just gonna dump this out here. I used to have like a press that I would press these, but it always just squished it. I don't know, I could not figure out how to do it. So I'm just gonna make sure that these are in nice little bite-sized pieces. Kind of cut every which direction. Put those in a bowl. And this isn't going to be anything fancy. I enjoy taste, but I have gotten to the point where I'll put pretty much anything that remotely resembles food into my body. So, you know, I did not measure that. I just kind of put in whatever I think would cover. And I'm going to salt and pepper this as well. I just want to make sure it's all nice and coated. I do realize that I will air fry them, and then I'm putting them back in the refrigerator. So these are not going to be anywhere near crispy or anything. But my normal method is to put these in like a casserole dish, like a 9x9, and then put the sauce on top and then bake them in the oven for a while. I mean, that doesn't make them crispy either. It just kind of more absorbs the sauce. So, meh. So, I mean, this is nice and coated. And then all I literally did was put this in the air fryer. then kind of make sure it was all like a thin layer. I think I did 4 minutes last time and they weren't very crispy. I'm gonna do 6. Okay, and this is almost to the temperature, so I'm gonna put these in. And honestly, these will probably be done same time that goes off, so I'm not gonna need a extra timer. And then once that's done, the tofu and the bok choy, I just got sweet and sour sauce. This is Kroger brand, just to add some flavor. And I will probably just pour that on top. What I will do for the rice, since they've already been in the refrigerator and they'll just keep losing moisture, I'm going to toss some liquid aminos on them. That way it adds a little bit of liquid, and if the sweet and sour sauce doesn't get fully mixed in with the rice, it's at least going to have a little bit of a flavor. And now we wait and probably clean, because I am not going to turn the camera that direction. Because when I said I was tired last night, I was tired last night. So everything has just been placed on the other side of the kitchen. You can probably tell this garbage is very full. Okay, so the tofu has gone off. Let me turn these off. And these I don't need like super well done or anything. I want just them slightly wilted. So now these are done. I think, the longer you leave them in, the browner they're gonna get and the crispier they're gonna be, but I ain't got time for that. Plus, like I said, they're just gonna be wilted anyway. So I'm just gonna divvy these up between the 4 containers here. Okay. And then these just get put on top. I might put the sauce on first, because there's going to be little room to... okay, nice. Oh, yeah, that smells good. All right. Well, those will be nice and saturated. Okay. I might break this one up a little bit just because it's a little bit larger here, or try to at least. But these are just gonna go on top. Okay, so here is the tofu bok choy meal. Last time I made this, so last week, I had a Thai peanut sauce that I put on top of these. So my way of not getting sick of this is to kind of change up the sauce. But yeah, these are incredibly filling, because that's kind of a lot of tofu and a good chunk of rice too. So these are a good filling meal. All right, so I will let these cool a little bit, put them in the fridge. And so I've got, because the other one made 6, yeah, so I've got 10 meals. Super quick, super easy. Again, I don't care what I put into my body as long as it doesn't involve animals. So yeah, I'm gonna go change and I'm going to put on workout clothes. I'm gonna work out, and then my next video will be very exciting because I got an early like Christmas, birthday, anniversary, like all of the presents wrapped into one surprise from my husband. So I will explain all that next time. Thank you for watching. Hope you found this interesting. Let me know what you guys like to make. If you want to see more recipe videos, I will do my best. I am not creative when it comes to the food department. But yeah, thanks. Thanks guys. I'll see you later. Bye.